Greetings YouTubers, my name is Seth and today I'll be doing a review on the top 5 armors that came out this year. Now, the criteria for this is pretty simple. It's going to be judged on the art as well as the ability. Now, I don't mind if it's fully offensive or defensive. And lastly, it's a bit based on my opinion, at least, what I think was good this year. Now, starting off with the fifth one, it's definitely the first armor that we got this year, the Frostell Mercenary Garb. Now, it's based on Deadpool, as you can make out, and I must admit, it's pretty amazing. I mean, it's fast, agile, it's got decent combat defenses, a good enough skill, although the fact that it's elemental seeking kind of hinders it. Still, I'd say an amazing way to kick off the new year and something definitely keeping alive the tradition of Frostell. At number 4, we've got. Wait for it. Yeah, it's Fusion. I know a lot of people were excited this year because this armor was getting swept, and I must say, the staff have done an amazing job at this. They've kept it true to its original status as one of the original legendary Ubers, and well, you can imagine the art is still the same, but it's got some amazing animations. And look at those godly combat defenses, combined with the Imperial Armory. That's the Divine Yatta Mirror. You can get some 72 across the board. Now, combining this with its skill, which basically gives you 24 MRM, that means you've got over 90, and 97 to be precise. Monsters won't hit you, and you will be doing some insane backlash damage, especially when you combine this with the Frag Rat Grenade. That's after It's basically what fully defensive armor should be like, kind of like the standard at which I'm going to measure them, and if more armors come out this way, I might actually at some points create a new character specifically to run defensive armors. Now, as you can see from the video, from the monsters that's fighting, it's taken in a fair bit of damage, but it's all because I don't have a weapon to go with it for the time being. So that's why it took longer than it should have, in fact. At number 3, we've got Nulgath. Now, this armor came off as a promotion to the other Artix Entertainment game Oversoul, and, well, it's basically the strongest armor in the game, in terms of pure attack damage anyway. It's 5% stronger than its nearest competitor, which isn't elementally locked, like Algan or Svadilfari's Oath, or something like that. Now, it's got, an alternating hit pattern. I mean, you've got the 4-hit attack, which is slightly weaker, and the incredibly strong 3-hit attack, which does a lot more damage, but each attack deals 5% more than a regular fully offensive, which is the Mastercraft bonus. So your attacks in this will be stronger, and combined with the amazing combat defenses it has, that's 55 MRM across, I must say this has got to be one of the best promotions in the game, and it's gold. It will be going rare soon, so you might want to get it as soon as possible in case you miss out on this absolutely beast of an armor, if you can get over the animation in which you're laughing, as well as the pretty horrible resistances that aren't darkness. I mean, fire is at 70%, but that's nothing to brag about, to be honest. Number 2, this armor would have been higher in case it didn't cost 100 bloody quid. I mean, it's beautiful. Look at it. And, well, it's basically my personal favorite armor in the game as of now. It's fully offensive, compresses both fire and ice to an extent. I mean, fire is at 44% at the top level, but the main selling point is how it interacts with both its weapon as well as the whole bonus, in fact. An infinite burn, and possibly one of the best skills in the game since it's based on your weapon. So it gets whatever boost your weapon has, like triggers, etc., as well as boosts from items like Swordmaster Emblem and stuff like that. And not to mention it's SP efficient, so it costs less and it deals almost as much as the same damage as those of other spells or abilities from other armors at the same level. In fact, a lot more reliable since you get damage boosts from other items and weapons as well. In case you ever want to get one of these $100 packages, this is the armor I'd recommend you get. There might be other choices like Supreme Overlords, but honestly, they don't come to the total swag that this armor possesses. I mean, look at it. It's got amazing animations, and it just loses to the top armor by a few points, I'd say. Primarily because the top one costs gold. And the first, I mean, there's literally no doubt. It had to be Ultimon. It's basically the result of 2 years of questing, trying to defeat Ultimon, the Emperor of the Whale. Not Game of Thrones, by the way. At his own game, and in the end, we managed to send him back to where he came from. It's an amazing quest line in case you haven't done it, but this armor was amazing not just because it's fully offensive, light and darkness compression, but also because you can use it against shadows as well, and the fact that it has two skills compressed into one slot. Basically, you can use a skill which is slightly stronger than an average spell against both light and darkness monsters, which is why it costs around 96 million. Basically, two times the cost of a standard armor, and that is because it compresses two skills. You can use them against light and darkness monsters, which make this an absolute must to have in an inventory in case you want to fit utility armors or basically anything else. This is going to be one of the best armors in the game for a long time, even if you grow tired of it, because simply in terms of utility, no armor comes anywhere close. It fills three roles and managed to do a lot more with aplomb. I mean, it's shadow, light, and darkness, plus an amazing art. I mean, look at it. You're basically a shadow.